Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. So I am, as you know, that the Bridgewater Knights was a no-go last night, and that was all on me. That was It's not that they can show up. I twisted my knee and buried the pain in rum until my knee popped back into place properly. So I was not up for gaming last night at all. Well, anyway, so I'm going to talk about something a little bit different. Well, not really, but a little bit. I am the AMDM Lee. This is my cup of coffee, and you're watching Behind the Screen. Got some good coffee. Oh yeah, really clears the sinuses up. Anyway, so like I said, we didn't game last night, and that got me thinking. I guess it didn't really get me thinking. I've just been thinking about this all day. What am I going to talk about? I normally have a plan. I didn't have a plan. And that's like, well, at one time I didn't even have dice. Well, yeah, now, as I've gotten older, I've realized I may have a good size collection of dice. Now, these are dice that when a player comes over, I go, all right, get you some dice. These are the ones you need. Those are yours from now on. You get to keep those. So about every 6 months or so, when I have new players and such, eventually I have to refill the dice bowl. So before I had all the dice, before I had the things like this, the miniatures, way before I had the miniatures, and bonus points, if you know what this is a miniature of and where I got it from. And yes, it's an original. I still have the originals. So before all of that stuff, before we even had books, we just had the characters. I remember playing my first game, and all I had was a character sheet, and my friends, we didn't know the game. We didn't understand the rules. We didn't know there were all of these rules. Eventually, one of us ended up getting a book. I don't even remember us owning dice for such a long time. It was all, if we needed something. I remember the tubes. We got the tube dice. I remember having at least one tube dice, one set of dice. But before that, when we didn't have them, it was like numbered paper. We wrote it out on little chits of paper, and we'd just pull them out and go, okay, it's a 72. All right, you succeeded. There was a lot of percentiles back in the day. There was a lot of stuff like that. The game is not necessary. You don't have to have a dedicated game table, a dedicated game room. You don't have to have miniatures. You don't have to have dice. I know, calm down. I understand. But they're not a necessity. I know. But they're so pretty. They're just so gorgeous. But they're not a necessity to play. You don't have to have the miniatures. You don't have to have the buildings, the maps, any of that stuff. All you need is a couple of friends And you can get those on the internet now. They're real cheap. It's amazing to me how much the game has changed since I started playing. And how many different games that are out there. There are more RPGs available. I'll never be able to play them all. I've got RPGs that I've picked up at Comic Palooza that will always have a limited fan base. Maybe whoever picked them up at the convention and the guy, creator, and his group of friends will ever play. But that's okay. I have the rule book. It's the matter of having fun, and I'm just rambling. But you don't need all of that. You just need to tell. You don't even need to. You don't need any of these rules. You just need some friends. It's like sitting around the campfire back in the days of yore, telling stories of great warriors. And that's what you're doing. You're creating your next Hercules, your next stuff. You don't need the dice. You don't need the miniatures. You just need to have fun. And I've had a lot of coffee. I've had a whole lot of coffee. And the coffee's good. So guys, don't worry if you don't have it. You can still play. That's all I got for now. We'll be back to our regular scheduled programming this week. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else would like them, please click on the share button. Every like's an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. Help me gain 300 experience points so I can get to second level. And as always, the AMDM does hereby authorize you, the viewer, to gain 10 experience points for every video that you share. Just tell your DM the AMDM said so. That is all I have for now. So go forth and roll some dice.